Hello, my ICTB students. This is assignment number 9 in your tables booklet, and it's how to write a cover letter. All right, so it's the same as last time. You're going to insert the data and only do a little bit for me, but you're also going to create a table. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Insert, and remember, you want to click on Object, but the drop-down arrow, and choose Text from File. Now, you're going to go to your V drive, and you're going to go to your ICTB folder, and you are going to look for data for letters, and you are going to put in the word cover, and you should get data for cover letters, and that's what you want, so open it up. All right, so now we're going to go File, Save As, and we're going to go to your folder. So we want to make sure you're in your U drive, and yours will be, hold on here, ICTB, and it'll be tables. So make sure you're in your U drive, ICTB tables. All right, this is way too long, so we want to type in your name and the current date for you, whatever that is, and this one is called cover letter. All right, and save it. Okay, so now we're ready to go. There is no letterhead on this letter, so therefore, what's our top margin? Our top margin is Layout, Margins, Custom Margins, and we want 2.5 and 0.5 for the bottom margin. All right, click OK. Then we want to go Control Home, just so we all are in the same place. Press Enter once, and what do we want to put in? The date. So we want to go to Insert, Date and Time, and we choose the third date, and do not update automatically. And you're going to press 4 plus 1 is 5. All right, and now we have to put in who the letter is going to, and it's going to Career and Technology students. Okay, so you're going to put in Career and Technology students, and I need a capital T here, so Shift F3. Remember, learn that adding technique, and it's Winnipeg Adult Education Center. Now, if I had had my other letter open, I would have copied it from there, but I had closed it, so I'm just going to type it in. But if you've got yours open, definitely use it because it's the same data. Okay, 310 Vaughan Street. And it's Winnipeg. And also, this is the address for your school, so learn it. R3B 2N8. All right, press Enter twice, and what do you put in? Dear, and you're going to put in Dear Students. All right, and then press Enter twice, and so now you should see your 2.5 inch top margin. After your date, down 4 plus 1 is 5, the letter address, the salutation, and now you have your letter. Okay, it asks you to bullet. Here's what you need, these items, so select these items down to Dear Name, and you're going to go to Home, and you're going to go to Bullets and Numbering, and you're going to choose your black bullet. Oh, it looks like I chose a square that time, and I chose a circle, so go get the square. That's fine, the little black square. All right, so you've done that, and then it asks you to do your headings, and it says to use size 12. Here's what you need in cover letter. No, size 14, bold and italics for this one. So we want to go to size 14, and we want to go to bold and italics. Then it said for all the other headings, we are supposed to use size 12 and bold. Okay, the italics is there, so go Control B to bold. Make sure it says size 12. And then once it does, double click on your paintbrush, paint middle paragraphs, print final paragraphs, complimentary closing, and your name. Okay, that's good. That was easy for you. Go Control S to save. Okay, so now that we've done that, we have to decide where to break the letter. All right, so let's have a look. This is pretty close to the bottom, so I think I'm going to say to you, let's break it here. Put your on the blank paragraph symbol, you're going to go to Layout, you're going to go to Breaks, Section Break, Next Page. Now, what's the top margin? Layout, Margins. For the second page, it is 1 inch. Don't change your bottom margin. It's fine. All right, what do we put on the second page? First of all, you have to go get the first line of the letter address. Whatever the first line is, that's correct. All right, now you press enter, and then you want page 2, press enter, and you want the date. So go up and pick up the date, Control C, and paste it. All right, and then we want to go down. 3 plus 1 is 4. All right, so the second page is done. Go Control S to save. And then these complimentary closing in your name were examples. If you read this, were examples for that. And now you need your closing. And your closing is yours sincerely or yours truly or sincerely yours, whichever you want. And we've got yours sincerely. Okay. And then go down your 5. And you want Bruce Johnson, Lee Mansell. Oh, hold on there. LL. And then, oh, Mansell, hold on here. I got 2 L's in my name. Okay, there you go. And teachers. Okay, so let's save it. And now I think, looking over, now what I have to tell you, in the last letter, I forgot to put the outline on the table, the outside border, so I hope you did that. But this time, when I do this table, I am definitely going to remember to put on the borders. All right, so what we want to do is we want to go to Insert. We want to go to Table. Now, when we look at this table, I'm going to tell you to go with 4 columns, okay? So we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, and we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, okay? So 4 columns and 6 rows. So it's going to read 4 by 6. Now, what's the first thing you do? Right-click, go to Table Properties, and Table Center. Row, specify the height. Put in 0.3. You could have went likely with 0.4, but I don't know if we have enough room. So go with 0.3. Cell, vertical alignment, as usual. Okay, so on the very first one, you can see that they are merged. So right-click, merge the cells, right? And you're going to type in items to remember. Now, when you look at items to remember, what do you see that you have to use there? Shift Home. And you have to use small caps. Go to Font dialog box, launch your arrow, and go to Font. You want small caps, and there's expanded spacing, so you can choose 4, 5, 6, whatever you want. Okay? All right, let's bold it, italicize it, and let's size it up a little bit. Okay, that kind of looks like what I had, right? And then you were to type in company name and the other data. Okay, so now you can see that I have keyed in all the data, and you likely have too. All right. Okay, so now take a look at email, and I'm going to highlight this cell, or I could have highlighted this cell, doesn't matter, and I want to drag it back, maybe to about there by the looks of things. All right, and then province lines up with email. So I'm going to highlight that cell, and I'm going to bring it over so that it lines up with the email. All right, and then that was left like that. Address, we had, it was all merged. So right click, merge cells, you can see that one. So you've got company name, you've got contact name, you've got telephone number. Okay, so now highlight it, and we are to have 3, 6, 9, 10. All right, so you're going to right click, split cells. You want 10 columns and 1 row, and there's your 10 slots for your telephone number. Now it jumped out there a bit, so I'm going to go here and widen this to line up. Okay, now I'm going to have to go back and say distribute horizontally. So I'm going to go to layout and say distribute columns. All right. Okay, now on date, time, and year, we have got, okay, now I need 2 more cells in here. So I'm going to highlight this one. I'm going to drag this over first of all. Okay, and I'm going to right click, split cells, and I'm going to split it into 3. All right, so I want 3 columns and 1 row. Okay, so now that definitely widens, so I'm going to highlight this one and bring it over here, and I'm going to highlight this one and bring it over here, highlight this one and come over so it doesn't wrap. Okay, so now this one can actually come back a little bit so it doesn't wrap, and then I'll highlight these 2 and say distribute columns. All right, so I've got 2 there, and then I need 6 here. So I want to right click, split cells, and I want 6 columns and 1 row. Okay, now they look pretty even to me, but in case we thought they weren't, then you would go to distribute columns to make sure they are. And they were a little bit off. Do you see that? You saw them jump. So now I'm going to pull this back to match it. Hold on, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Come on back here. Oh, you see how it doesn't want to? Okay, don't worry about it. Sometimes you will run into that. I'll try it one more time. No, I can't do it. Okay, so I'm going to come back here. And I'll try to line that up. And now I'll try to distribute horizontally. No, still knocking it off. All right, don't worry about it. We're going to leave it, okay? And, oh, hold on here. Look what happened here. Okay, so let me hold this. Let me pull this back. Okay, and now this has got to be pulled back in. So I'm going to have to come back here. I don't know if I can move this here or not. Okay, hold on here. This cell's got to come way back. And I'm running on the clock, so hold on here. All right, I'm going to try to distribute these horizontally and see if I can get it there. Distribute the columns. Okay, so now I still want to come in here. And can I get this in? No. All right, I'm going to go out a little bit like I did the last time. I'm going to go out here and get that in a straight line. All right, so now I'm going to go to distribute columns. All right, and here, then I'll have to go back and distribute columns. All right, now I'm going to try one more time with this one and see if I can get it. No, it's not going to let me. But I think I'm a little bit closer than I was. Okay, now, if I missed anything, yes, Oh, I have 13 minutes. Okay, I'm going to quickly do the outside border. So we're going to go to Home, and I'm going to go to Borders and Shading, and I want to pick a wide line, and I'm going to pick green, and now, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to touch these lines. Cancel there for a second. I made a mistake. Let's go here, Borders and Shading. And the first thing I should have done is take off my top, take off my bottom, take off the left, take off the right. And we're going to choose here and a color, okay, orange, put on the top, put on the bottom, put on the left, put on the right, put on the top. There's my outside border. And you know what? I need one more in the bottom, and I might just run out of time. So if I do, sorry, save your work, and you know what you need there. Okay, so I want to put on the bottom. Say OK. All right, save your work, and I got 10 seconds left. That's what you should have. Okay, that's good.